G'day everybody, it's Neill here and welcome to Mini Metro. This is a very quick first look at Mini Metro. It's a new game. I think it's in alpha? I guess it's alpha. There's not even any soundtrack here, so I'm just kind of like, I guess cut in or beatbox later myself something. It's basically a traffic simulator, I suppose, for rail. So, they're still working on it. There's a few different modes. They're still to release Rush Hour. That's apparently in the next patch. Looking forward to it, so let's try commuter. So you've got a whole bunch of cities you can deal with here. I've only unlocked one. I've completed London, I suppose. I guess you could say 619 passengers over 35 days. That's about as efficient as London gets. Paris here. Let's give this a bang and see how we go. Across the river, of course. So as you can see here, there's a few different shapes. You've got a little menu down the bottom and you can drag lines between them. And we've got tunnels cutting under the river here. So we've used 2 tunnels out of 3. We've got 2 engines, one of which are running. So you can see these little shapes getting picked up here by the traffic. So you kind of want to... Oh shit. You kind of want to get to as many stations as possible and have everybody get to the destination in some sort of timely fashion. So normally I would loop this back around, but we don't have enough bridges to get there. So unfortunately, I mean, we're kind of boned. So what I might do is just link up a very quick one there so they can have an interchange. If any squares go not at triangle, they can simply change to the yellow line and have this horrible, inefficient mess to deal with. So you can see we've got 3 lines to start off with, 2 of which are running, but we seem to be doing okay. And, of course, now we're screwed. Okay, so the bridge situation... Oh, we've got 2 left. Okay, fantastic. So I must have started with 5 instead of 3. So, I mean, it doesn't look very complicated at the moment. You've got, obviously, different classes of commuters that need to get to different destinations. And the more you make them wait, the harder it gets. Now, I will get there with the countdown. This is a very tricky looking map. You basically have to get through the week here. So we've got 16 passengers, probably 17 now. We're about to hit the end of the week, so... Oh, it's a full 7-day week apparently, or everybody's working on Saturday. But this is all kind of random. These spots are... they're probably somewhere sitting in a big database for where they're allowed to appear, but they're seemingly random. So they can really get you... catch you unawares, I suppose. Great. Drop a full of squares there. Another thing to remember is you're gonna want to give access to all shapes. From all shapes. So, like I said, if you wanted to catch a square, they could change it to the yellow line from either of these 2 shapes, and that's the plan here. Great. Week 2, receive a new loco. I think it probably behooves us to take more tunnels at this stage. Okay, so we just continue as normal, and you can see one of the shapes has changed here, so that makes it a little bit more difficult for us. Basically shaking it up a little. So what I might do is create a new line across these. And yeah, what can we do? That's not what I wanted to do at all. It's a little bit finicky sometimes, but it's manageable. Completely manageable. So we can wrap this around there. Oh, look, fantastic. Look, it's almost a complete modern city. But now we're screwed because we're run out of lines. So if anything else comes up here, we kind of need to mix it in and make sure that we don't screw our passengers too much. And this, now look, see, what the hell are we going to do here? Like, we're totally boned. My feeling is to go up to yellow from here. Oh, that's not useful. You can see how weird it gets sometimes with the planning. So, I might just extend this out. I don't think that'll manage it for now. Not quite sure what dictates the new stations appearing, whether it's a benchmark of passengers, or if it's a day of the week, or if it's on a timer. So those tunnels definitely came in handy there. Paris, you're going to be running on time. So there's not much to the game, like I said, but it's you're gonna want to keep playing it. Oh, look, how screwed are we here? Okay, let's just... Oh, we don't have another wagon. Alright, well, look, we'll chuck another train on our yellow track. Pick up some more passengers here. The longer you leave them waiting, you kind of hit a timer here. And once the timer maxes out, you fail. So, we're only at 100 now. That should be totally fine. 100 passengers, sorry. That should be totally fine. It's quite easy to get up to that 600 number if you've got 5 lines running. Oh, look, we're totally screwed here now. Let's just chuck that up. Also, can make it a ring at the moment. A ring is much more efficient because they can just jump around instead of bouncing back and forth here, especially when you got 6 or 7 stops. New logo. Okay, we're gonna grab a new line. I think we're gonna need it. You can see in the background we got a pentagon here now, as well as our little quarter circle, I guess. We got a carriage or a line. Ooh, that's a very tricky one. See, with the extra carriage, we can just have more traffic along one line. I think, actually, we'll go with another carriage. See, we've got a lot of people here, so I might just chuck on the extra carriage to the yellow line, because we still got the locomotive if we really need it. Bam. So that'll pick up twice as many passengers now, which should actually relieve a lot of congestion, at least for the moment. And then we can do stuff like this to sort out all those little finicky stations. It occurs to me there's only one connection there, but we can't really... No, that's not really feasible to connect the yellow here to the blue. I wanted another interchange. But I'm not sure if... I don't think you can loop through. I think an interchange has to be on a terminator. I don't think you can loop through it. For example, running the yellow, both ends of the yellow through the square, I don't think that's possible. And bouncing is just not... Oh, Christ. Bouncing is not okay. You don't really want to bounce like I've got here. It's really... The loop is ideal. I mean, this line's not too busy at the moment. The biggest line here is where everybody's changing over. So if we could make it a little bit more efficient. What do we got here? 3 triangles? Couple of triangles. Oh, bloody hell. Square. I have a feeling we're gonna reach max capacity very soon. Okay, so you can see we can't actually do this from here. It seems you can't... Oops. It seems you can't really overlap like that. Ah, bloody hell. Also, there's kind of like an ideal path through there. As you can see, that was not really... That wasn't really ideal. It's always gonna go to the end. That's alright. We're heading to the end of the week. Traffic should die down. We definitely did another... Did we need another loco on the green? Yellow seems to be doing fantastically, so... Really? Green is kind of... It's the green-blue interchange, so I'm gonna chuck another train on here and hopefully we can solve the problem in the middle. Great. Oh, this is completely overloaded. See, it's completely gone past that because there was nowhere... Oh, we're screwed. This entire triangle station is really... It's really got us on the back foot here. Okay, you might actually see me completely die here. Week 4. Well, look, that's kind of enough. You get a good impression of what Mini Metro is. It's actually pretty fun. There's not much to say about it. That's kind of the problem. It's one of those games where you kind of do it like Minesweeper. You learn the rules in 5 minutes, and then you mess around for like 20 hours. And this is kind of what the game is. They're still rolling it out. They've got a few features in the pipeline. So if you like the game, I just really wanted to show this game. It's a lot of fun. So if you like it, go check it out on Steam. Maybe watch it, check it on the wishlist, that sort of thing. I've got a link for the download below in any case. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.